Hello. Good afternoon. My name is Kwabena. Welcome to today. I want to share with you how being tough-minded and being focused is relevant to what you are doing with your life in terms of setting goals and achieving something with your life. And when it comes to those of us who are into business, into dealing with problems every minute, every time, how being tough-minded is so important. Being tough mentally means that you are not just easily broken emotionally just by any bad thing that happens to you. You are able to look at issues and interpret them in your favor. You don't approach things from the point of view of a victim, of a weak person. You're able to look at issues no matter how bad they may seem to be. You are still able to look at issues and take out the good ones in your favor. That is being tough-minded. You have to be tough-minded to the extent that no matter how abysmal the situation is, you still see the positivity in it. And it has a lot to do with your self-confidence. It has a lot to do with the people you flow with. Tough-minded people are not cocky, so to say. And they are not that they don't see their weakness. But in spite of their weakness, they still focus on the goal. They still focus on what they want to achieve. They still are able to understand themselves, their difficult times, their weakness, their strength, but they still don't let anything derail them from the goals that they have set for themselves. They don't just accept any interpretation as somebody is trying to take them out, and therefore that's it. They feel powerless. They feel like they are incapable of confronting the situation at hand. So you have to develop this attitude of being tough mentally, being tough emotionally, being present to deal with the situation that confront you as you move forward to achieve your goals. Especially if it has to be business, then the problems are coming in every day. And once the problems are coming in every day, you also have to develop a personality that is focused on the goals, focus on the mission, focus on productivity, focus on getting results, solving, focus on the solution. That is so much important. And mentally tough people are not people that are easily broken. It doesn't mean that they don't see the brokenness, but they are able to lift themselves up and keep going. And that is what most people don't know. They think that those people who appear to be that resolute don't doubt themselves. No, at a point that thing may cross their mind, but they still look at it. They look at it and look at the long term. They look at where they have come from and where they are going, and they have to keep going. And so you have to decide to be tough-minded. You don't just have to be weak. Believe that you have what it takes. You are emotionally stable. When something happens, you don't just have to react right away. You sit back and you look at what strategy you can map out to solve it. And if you have a protracted situation of difficulty, you still have to sit back and not beat yourself and look at how do I get over this? How do I get over this? Mentally tough people are not weak people. They are not just overcome easily by situations of life or by people or by opposition. They stay at it and they keep going. So and they have a routine that has really made them to be tough. They have a lifestyle that has made them to be tough. Nobody is born to be tough, and being tough-minded does not mean that you are not malleable. You are not able to change, even if it's not working. No, being tough-minded is that you develop the maneuverability, so to say, As you go along, you set the goal, you're going, and things come, things get to be, the difficult things come up, but then you continue to adapt, change your strategy, and to hit the goal. That's really being tough-minded. Being tough-minded is not just staying there and let everything come to destroy you and say that you're stubborn. No, that's not it. It's really going on the offensive and pushing forward and getting ahead, and not being talked down or broken down or demoralized because the problems are so many to you. In that case, you're not tough-minded. Some people, when anything happens and that is bad, that is what they were not expecting, you see that they become weak. They become like, why did I do this in the first place? They start to blame themselves for everything. No, you have to look at it and say, yes, even though it has happened this way, there's still something good that can come out of this situation. And so that you don't get disturbed, you don't get broken, you still keep going and focus on the goal. You focus on the vision. You channel your resources to solving the problem and to growing the goals that you have set for yourself. And never think that somebody in this life has no problem or has no challenge, and therefore that's why they're able to achieve what they're achieving. No, they are going in spite of all the disturbances, in spite of all the noise, in spite of all the difficulties. Everyone that you see going at anything has something that is not going on well at the same time. But you have to, weak people only look at that which is not working, that which is so difficult, that which seems like they cannot overcome. That is only where they are looking at. They are also not looking at the weak side of the problem that they can attack and get victory and keep going. So you have to have that kind of tough thinking, and you don't develop that just by chance. You develop that by being conscious of it, that there are thoughts that will make you weak and there are thoughts that will make you strong. You have to sit down to know that which is making you weak and that which is making you strong, and that which is making you strong is where you win the victories. So be tough-minded. Don't just interpret any situation for your favor. I don't think that there's any problem that can destroy you if you created it in the first place. And if you created it, you can still solve it and make the best out of the situation. Everybody and what problem they can deal with. So if your incompetence could create that problem, it means that if you get competent, you can recreate. You can create solutions and keep going. So be tough-minded. Don't interpret negativity against yourself. You have to be positive, and you have to think in terms of, I'm more than able to solve these problems and keep going. So tough-mindedness is so key if you are going to achieve anything as a business person. It's so key. Don't just get beaten up because the situation looks like it will never go away. No, get up and push and get that toughness. Get that toughness and create a circle of people who have that kind of strength of mind as well. Not everybody has it. A lot of people are weak mentally, and they are looking for somebody to help them. You have to be tough and be resolute and keep going and focus. Because when you set the goal, you have to focus on it. If you don't focus on the goal will never be achieved, because there will be a lot of distraction. So be tough-minded and be focused on what you want to do with your life and what you're doing with your life. Every day there are problems, and every day you have to have that strength to keep going and to keep going and to keep going. So thank you very much. This is what I want to share with you. Have a good day.